Hi guys, this is Lizzie from Engedi Grove, and I just wanted to make a short video here talking about my breast implants. So I got breast implants when I'm 38 years old right now. I got breast implants when I was 22 years old. And I did not think anything of it. I just knew that other people were getting breast implants and I didn't care. I just thought, probably not going to die in surgery. And I didn't really think about any health ramifications because all the doctors would say that, oh, it's safe, especially the saline breast implants, that they're safe, that there's nothing wrong, even the silicone. Oh, there's not really anything wrong. Oh, the FDA just says that, oh, everything's just fine. And finally, after years and years and years and years and years and years of people expressing how their breast implants have made them sick, sometimes people right away felt sick, and then sometimes people, it took a while for them to feel sick. They're finally acknowledging the fact that there is something called breast implant illness. But I want to first step into why I wanted to get breast implants in the first place. And I hear some women saying, "Oh, I did it for myself, and I didn't do it for any guys or whatever." And I can understand in part why someone would say that they did it for themselves. I could say that I did it for myself because I wanted to feel sexy in my in a shirt, or just be able to walk around and feel more confident because I knew that my larger breasts were more impressive to the guys. And it, unfortunately, a lot of times women are just looked at and judged by their looks, and that is a sad reality that I am hoping that dissipates. I'm hoping that I can hope that the future would hold something far more precious for women to be looked at, not by appearance alone, or like any of that sort of stuff. So when I first got them, you're only thinking about like just short term, like, la-di-da, blah, 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 I'll just get these in. And you're not really thinking about it. And then, and they tell you that there's a 10-year expiration date on your breast implants. And you're just like, I don't even care. Like, they probably let them sit in there longer, and it's just fine and dandy. But really, your body, when anything is implanted into your body is saying that does not belong here. That does not belong here. And your immune system is trying to do away with it. And they actually have medication that is like anti-rejection medication and pain medication that you take. And it makes you very sleepy, and muscle relaxers and stuff. And it makes your body just kind of quiet itself down about the implants. But your body really knows what it's doing, and it doesn't really like it, but it does try to protect itself, and it does try to put capsules, which are scar tissues, around the breast plants to keep it away from itself. The problem with scar tissue is scar tissue can accumulate and attract biofilms. And biofilms of like fungus and bacteria that work together. And they can cause and wreak damage to your body. All scar tissue that's in your body that you get either from, honestly, I believe that all the chronic inflammation is caused by a community, but a chronic issue of mold toxicity. But we'll park it. You don't have to agree with that. But the increase for Hashimoto's, the increase for autoimmune disease goes up when you have breast implants. A lot of surgeries, actually. But it's just um, when you don't have anything that rejects that scar tissue or eats it up, then you are left with uh, biofilm availability in your body. So with iodine, iodine will eat at scar tissue, and iodine will dissipate scar tissue over time. So the people with polycystic ovarian cysts on their ovaries, that after taking iodine and supplementing iodine with therapeutic doses, large therapeutic doses of iodine, they see that those polycystic, the scar tissue that's on the ovaries goes down to nothing eventually. So back to a little bit about the purpose of getting them. I was not following God with my life. I didn't, I was just doing whatever I wanted, and I was just like la di da. And I was just, I had the opportunity. I was with a guy that I told him the only thing that I think I would ever do is put breast implants in, and he's like, okay, well, we're gonna go to San Antonio, in a little bit, and so. I'm sticking my ear. Yeah, shh. Got something right there. She was eating celery. She smells like celery. And so I just decided to do it. But what I didn't really think about in the future was, I'm glad that she came in right now. Do I want my daughter to feel like she needs something like that? Like, am I going to keep it a secret? That I can't keep anything a secret, honestly. I'm very open. Am I going to, how do I want my daughter to interpret what I did? Because you're better followed by, what you're doing and what you're saying, and is a better example of how to be than what you tell your child. Oh, you don't get breast implants. It's not, you shouldn't have to care about those things to try to impress people or try to I don't know. And so there's this so the breast implant itself can be toxic to someone's immune system right away. And it also depends on how your body's responding to it. Is it trying to detox you right away? Is your immune system like on it and just trying to rip through your implants and trying to get at them and expel them from your body? Mine, I did not. I was suppressing my immune system all the time. I was getting drunk and I was staying up late, and I had an awful health. And it wasn't until I was 25 years old that I came back and I pursued God with my life, and and I have this beautiful life that I have for myself right now. But so there's an open bowl method, which I have no idea what they did in San Antonio with mine, but it doesn't matter even, because you have a lot of women that show that there's been mold in their breast implants. Especially for me, I feel like mold has affected my right side of my body more. You can see the streak through my red streak through my eye that comes and goes, but there's other things on the right side of my body that have been affected, and a lot of things on my right side have improved and healed completely, which I'm really happy about through this, through using fat soluble vitamins and also upping iodine and boron. But I'm not supplementing with anything right now, just to take a break so that I'm not trying to detox, actually like eat away at my breasts and take them. It was like throwing it up into my face, which some people experience because their immune system is just that awesome and it's just trying to eradicate it from their body right away. Well, anyway, so when you have those breast implants, they can either be having infected with mold already, or it's controversial for doctors when they're talking about whether the mold can colonize the body or not. A lot of the up and up people that know about mold mold illness and know about, have had clients that have healed and have helped clients often, are knowing that yes, the mold can get inside and colonize the body. I mean, right now we see tons of fungal infections, not infections, sorry, silent thereabouts. So, like inside tumors, they're finding loads of fungus inside of tumors, loads of fungus and bacteria inside of tumors that aren't necessarily cancerous at the time. They're finding fungus. We've primed ourselves for fungus. So when our whole environment has primed ourselves for fungus, from our fields to our medicines, most of our medicines are mycotoxins from mold. A lot of them that even aren't antibiotics are, but a lot of them that aren't antibiotics, called antibiotics, that are antibiotics, are mold toxins. And sure, it would be hard to convince the world that we wouldn't want the world to think that mold's actually affecting them more than it is, because then what would happen to our industry? Think about that. I think that I'm sad because I feel like there are a lot of people not thriving because their health is in such a state, and I think that we're smart enough. We have enough smart people to get us out of this hole that we've dug for ourselves and buried ourselves in. Anyway, God, in Jesus' name, please help us. Okay, so I believe that after that mold and the fungus and bacteria can get on those biofilms on your breast, the scar tissue, it loves scar tissue. So it gets on the scar tissue, and then it starts to put its little mycelium through your breast implants. And what happens is that it doesn't leak very fast at all, if at all. But it can get through there, and it can start to push spores out in there, and it can just float, start to grow fungus inside of these breast implants. And that's, I believe, what we have. So I don't even believe it's necessarily that the implant itself was infected with a spore to begin with, but that our bodies can colonize mold and have colonized mold way more than we can imagine, and that then they can be infected. So do I think my breast implants are infected with mold? Am I going to find mold in my breast implants? I have no idea. I know that the right side of my body has been affected from my toe to fungus little toe, which have healed. From April to November, I had taken 100 milligrams of iodine a day. That's 10,000 times the, is it 10,000? 10,000 times the daily required amount. And my thyroid hormones look amazing, and boron shortly after that. And I wanted to experiment and see if the toe fungus would go away on its own, and it did. It took that long though, because it is not the journey on mold toxicity and healing from mold toxicity and all that is slow. It's not really super fast, but it's amazing how good you can feel fast. How much better little things can be fast when I started taking iodine and boron, like the iodine especially, just felt it, and the energy level in your body, and just feeling more like your muscles aren't exhausted, and everything. Like, it was amazing, and that's the number one thing in my health journey. That and vitamin K2. And I was getting plenty of vitamin D when I was outside gardening and everything. So that was really great. But yeah, I'm really happy that I'll be taking my breast implants out. I really hope that women stop and think about the whys of why they want breast implants. And I would encourage them not to get breast implants. I wouldn't want my daughter to get breast implants. I would want her to know Father God, I would want her to know, and I pray that she knows that she is beautiful and she is wonderfully made the way she is, and that she doesn't need to add anything to herself, that it wouldn't be profitable. It's not profitable to add anything to your body that's not you. And it causes sickness. It exposes you to the ability to become very sick. And I don't want that for anyone. And I hope that more and more people will explant or have the awareness that their breast implants could be causing their health issues and to take them out. Do I believe that the breast implants are causing all my health issues? Well, they're not helping it. They were not helping it. I don't know that they were causing it. I think that I was inborn with mold toxicity, and I believe that actually most of us are inborn with some mold toxicity, and depending on our environment and depending on our immune system and depending on how we treat our bodies and nourish our bodies, we are either moving towards being mold sick, which can lead up all the way to cancer, or moving towards ridding ourselves of mold and making our mutated genes turn back to wild type. Because that can happen. Your mutations don't always stay mutations in your body. They can revert to wild type and go back to normal. So, anyhow, the big takeaway is I'm hoping that more people give pause and more people think about, okay, do I want my daughter to feel the need that she needs to have breast implants? No. What a sad thing. I would be feeling horrible. And my mom or dad was not happy that I got breast implants. They didn't want that for me, for my life, for the thought, everything, like that's not a desire. It's not desirable, and it sure doesn't pay off. Anyway, thank you. Have a good day. I'm Homesteading Mother, and we're homesteading for health, and thank you for watching.